Welcome back to Busting Addiction and its Myths, brought to you by Safe House Rehab Thailand, which now has a spectacular new beach location near Hua Hin, Thailand. Our goal, from beginning to end, is to give you and your loved one the very best chance of a complete recovery. And to that end, you can't imagine a more serene yet astonishing setting than our location near the beach in Dolphin Bay. With the sea a short walk in front of us, and the awesome Samroyat National Park mountains behind our facility, we offer the most peaceful sanctuary one could possibly imagine to begin the journey of complete recovery. Don't believe everything you think. Now, that's a saying that I hear in recovery quite often. What the phrase refers to is the idea that we believe whatever enters our minds as the truth, especially if we get obsessed or afraid. It's not uncommon for people to believe that what is simply not true, and they resist the reality of what is. This is where the big D often comes in, denial. More than one propaganda maestro has understood that if you repeat a lie over and over, even a big one, people will come to embrace it as the truth. They don't even need evidence. There is none when it's a lie. What they do yearn for is an idea that simply reinforces their own beliefs, whether it is bias, prejudice, or outright hate. These are the people who see themselves as victims of a conspiracy, or they do not want to accept the reality that either they brought this upon themselves and refuse to take responsibility, or that some things are simply not in their control at all. Maybe. An addict's mom does not want to see the truth about her son because she is afraid of how that might make her look. So she goes on thinking that there's some other explanation for his odd behavior, his lack of a job because he hasn't been looking for one, and lies to his mom about his lack of effort, or his lethargy. She takes him to see psychiatrists, and he lies to them anyway, and the shrink prescribes an antidepressant without understanding a whit about what is really going on. And if the psychiatrist hasn't been trained on addiction, then he or she is fair game for the wily addict. So mom believes an idea that is simply not true. She buys into what she is thinking. She stands in the way of accepting things as they really are because deep down she does not really want to know what is really going on. She's afraid to look too closely for fear of what she might find. It happened to me. I did not want to know what my daughter was really doing. Her boyfriend spilled the beans to me in a phone call late one night and admitted that both he and she were into cocaine big time. I should have known better. All the signs were there, but my pride got in the way. Not my daughter. I preferred to believe a fantasy, that my daughter was the greatest kid 1,000 miles away, and that I was paying for everything for a reason so that I could see myself as a good dad, and I wanted others to see me that way as well. I did not want to see or believe the truth, as it hurt too much, until the truth was undeniable, not to be denied anymore. There is so much attached to denial of what is, resistance to the truth, or the lack of acceptance of it. There is shame, pride, fear, prejudice, a preference for fantasy, magical thinking, codependency, preservation of reputation, protecting one's own self-image and self-esteem, among others, and many overlap, of course. There's a reason that shame, with a capital S, heads the list, as it is seen by some as the master emotion that trumps all others. Much is written about toxic shame. That's when the parents tell the kid he is bad and worthless as opposed to loving him unconditionally, even when he makes a mistake. It takes courage to question your own beliefs about your child. If parents sense a departure from normal, happy behavior, it is far easier to ignore it than it is to face the truth, or to dig deeper even at the risk of major resistance by the child or by yourself as you try to hold on to your own preconceived notions of the truth. Just because you believe in your own version of the truth, the fantasy that everything is okay, the real truth may be wildly different than what you think. Ignoring the real truth can cost you and your child dearly later on, because the truth will come out one way or another. Healing begins with truth. So what did we learn? 1. At first, family members are likely to deny the very existence of addictive disease in their family. 2. That's usually because of the shame associated with an addictive disorder. And 3, the truth needs to be recognized in order for recovery to begin. This podcast is sponsored by Safe House Rehab Thailand, with a new beach location near Hua Hin, offering the best chance of a complete recovery, because families today are facing new challenges and deserve a better way forward. All in the warm embrace of our staff and our welcoming environment, unsurpassed anywhere in Thailand.